Ooh, listen to them fingers go. That's a typist right there. What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday night, and it is time to get back into it. And the show we've all been waiting for so long. Right, what's up, everybody? Ooh, look at that. That's been a minute. Bam, haven't done that in a minute. Oh, the show we've all been waiting for, Obi Wun Kenobi. It is finally here. They dropped 2 episodes at a time, and it is time to get into it and talk about it. Who's going to be talking about it with me tonight? Of course, we got the one, the only, the realest, Fandom D Saint. What's happening, brother?
Bro, DJ, you're not tuned with the Force, my guy. Because if so, you would have caught that. You were able to mute it right before we went live. I'm glad to go talk about these 2 damn episodes. Because when I saw that first episode, I'm like, Disney, you did it again. Watched episode 2 and how it ended. I'm like, Disney! I was clapping. I'm like, all right, you're right. You lost me with Rise of Skywalker, but there we go. Here we go.
Oh, coming back into it. Hey, I'm not the man I used to be, but we're going to get it on point. We're going to get these things muted when we need to, and we're going to get it in with the one, the only first sister, AK. How you doing tonight?
I'm here, man. I'm here, and I'm so happy to be here, y'all. It's been a journey, man. You know, these health things be getting me down sometimes, but I'm here with my boys tonight, so there's some sunshine coming on. And fandom, I agree. You know, episode 1, yeah, Disney, you did it again. But then, episode 2, Disney, you did it again. What the fuck? Because why cut it off right there? You barely gave us any meat in that episode. But we'll talk about it. Let's go.
We're definitely going to talk about it. Oh, the overall series, was it a little slow, or did it pick you up, or did it give you what you needed? Was it just enough of a teaser? Like, how'd you feel about these first 2 episodes, fandom?
Man, I was so tempted to go on Amazon.com and pre-order these Obi-Wan Funko Pops. I don't know how I had some of this stuff on add to cart, check out, and about to complete it. But no, I had the strength. I backed down, so let me wait a few seconds more. Because I know for a fact they got still more Funko Pops coming out soon, so maybe I should just wait a bit. But the first 2 episodes, I enjoyed the hell out of it. I really did. So I going halfway through this, I'm like, this isn't the same Obi-Wan I'm expecting from Star Wars Rebels here when he interacted with a certain individual. So I'm like, I'm guessing we're seeing that gap between episode 3 and Rebels Obi-Wan that we got to see. Because I'm like, hold up, this man still has it buried in the sand? That's my check he had on him.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait to see how they tie that back in, because this is 10 years earlier and the Bad Batch is like 5 years earlier. So yeah, I can't wait to see how they tie it all in and jump around. But
speaking of Bad Batch, fall, man, we're going back.
Soon. Bad Batch coming soon. Got to see how little Omega is growing up and what's up with my girl. Oh, I can't wait to see that one. But tonight we're talking about Obi-Wan Season 1, Episode 1, Part 1. And I like how the opening kind of felt like a video game with like the Jedi trying to get the younglings out to safety. Like, did you get that feeling, AK?
No. The feeling that I got was, how the hell can these stormtroopers shoot without missing now all of a sudden? That was... I'm sorry. I mean, I know that answer's a little bit lackluster, but that was my first thought. Like, wait, she should not be having this many problems getting these kids to safety right now. But apparently all these guys coming after her were sharpshooters, so she didn't have enough time to block everything. I guess. I mean, we've seen the A-Squad fuck up before, so I don't know. But kudos to those 5 kids, because I think they did make it out. Otherwise, they would not have shown them escaping at all. You know, all these things usually have a meaning. And we're probably going to see 1 or 2 of those kids along the series. Hopefully, at least. Maybe it was for nothing and they just needed something to put in the beginning. I don't know.
1 or 2? We see 1 of them right now.
Where
is Obi-Wan?
You know that little girl.
Was he?
She. It's a she.
She, Reva. That little girl.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about Reva. I was thinking about what's the boy name? Nari. That's who I was thinking about.
Oh, no. That's a discount track with Jedi that, be pumping around. I'm like, what is wrong with this Jedi?
Reva definitely. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Obi said it right. Yeah, a lot of the Jedi, they all became Inquisitors because they needed to hide, and that was the perfect spot for them to do it. So, yeah, and that makes sense for how much contempt the Inquisitor seems to have for her. You know, you can't erase that stench of your Lobo. Or, like what is this, Game of Thrones? Come the fuck on now.
Oh, you came from Flea Bottom. What? We ain't trying to deal with you.
Right.
Your background, you. But yeah, the very first thing person we see is I believe it was Reva as a little girl at Jedi training. I'm pretty sure that's.
You're right. Good call.
So, yeah, that's crazy. But oh man, the way it opened to me. What's up, Phantom? Did you get that at all? Like it was a video game opening sequence or whatever? That's what it just felt like to me, like a first-person video game.
First off, I'm pissed off. We had like 4 minutes of like freaking flashback episode 3. I know what episode 3 is.
Right.
Majority of people watching this know what episode 3 is. That's why we watching Obi-Wan. Man, talk about, this is 56 episodes. Oh, 56 minutes. This ain't no 56-minute episode. It was like 44 minutes. You're not playing us, Disney. You're not playing us. But yes, it was a cold opening there. Just seeing Order 66 flat out happening. Because first you're just seeing like, possibly some training happening. And all of a sudden, boom, people being gunned down all over the place. And you're hearing Order 66 left and damn right. It's like one morning, one day, he was like fighting alongside these clones for years in the Clone Wars. And all of a sudden, like now they're shooting at you. It's like, it's a shock. It's like you have to like kill down, your fellow soldiers in arms, but these are people that, you fought for, like you bled with. It's like, it's crazy.
Wow. We've all been waiting so long for this series. Did it live up to your expectations or leave you a little flat? Let's talk about all things Kenobi, AK. How do you feel after these first two?
For the griping that I've done, I actually did enjoy both of these episodes. I thought the story flowed really well. I tried to keep myself away from spoilers, but the one thing that I could not stay away from, because it seems the majority of the fandom is screaming about it, is everybody has an issue with little girl Leia, and I don't think that we have been watching the same series the whole time. Granted, I have my gripes. However, this is Leia. Of course she was a smart-ass mouth little girl. What? Do y'all not know the character like I know the character? What? I don't understand what the problem is. Yeah, she's a kid and she's mouthy and she's doing ridiculous shit. Okay, but that's her in a nutshell. That little girl freaking nailed it. So I think everybody needs to just shut the fuck up and leave that little baby alone. Let her do what she's doing, because she's doing a good job.
Oh, we're going to get into it when we get to the Leia part. But yeah, I know what they're talking about. Let's just say that. She is not my little Omega. She is a whole different thing happening.
I got some words for it. But yeah, we'll get to that.
What's up, Christian Olds? I see you out there. Welcome back. What are you thinking about this old series Kenobi so far? Put it down in the chat. What do you think of the Inquisitors, fandom? When they showed up, it seemed like the whole town found some of that act right real quick.
Man, the moment I saw the Inquisitors, I'm like, I really got to start rewatching Clone Wars, even though they didn't appear there. They mainly appeared in Rebels. Which I still have to finish Rebels as well. It's like, after like watching these 2 episodes, I'm like, I really got to go I got to literally go in and watch some damn Clone Wars. Like, I'm on jury duty. I'm not doing that much work. On my free time, I also just download some seasons and literally just watch some of it. Not during the cases hearing and all that. Now, I didn't say that if anyone's like eavesdropping, go. But yeah, because everyone was watching this. Immediately when I saw the Grand Inquisitor, I'm like, okay, she had like a better shaped forehead, but still, like I'm literally seeing the same Inquisitor, and we still got to talk about episode 2 ending, DJ, about whatever happened to the Inquisitor there, and then just seeing like the 5th brother. And someone had to mention this in another video I saw about the 5th brother, and I didn't know that was like the same actor who played Han in the Fast and the Furious films, because I couldn't recognize the voice. But when he goes in that alley and talks to Reva, yes, and you would recognize his voice when he's talking like one-on-one with Reva. When he talks like lower, you can actually hear his voice. But when he's like in public and he needs to be intimidating and like speaking loud, you do not recognize his voice as well. So I was like, it's crazy, and I'm really enjoying these Inquisitors right now. And I'm curious if we're gonna see like any new ones that they have not adapted yet. Besides, to my knowledge, I think they have not not including like the video games.
Mm-hmm.
There's only like 2 Inquisitors we have not seen adapted. So I wonder, are they also going to include them into the Obi-Wan series? But so far, they're doing good.
I wonder if like one dies, if that makes another number 5 or something, number 2 when it comes in.
That is something else I wondered as well.
Or like the Grand Inquisitor, is that just a title for the person that's in that spot, or was that guy the Grand Inquisitor, and now they're gonna have to come up with something new or something like that?
Like, do they have like automatic replacements that come in? Because I didn't watch the previous series.
Right, like is the Grand Inquisitor just the mayor, and now there's gonna be a new mayor, or is that like something else?
Right. Or do they move up the ranks? Yeah, like is maybe the 5th brother, is he gonna become the head Inquisitor, or is their rank like that, or they already got somebody lined up waiting in the wings?
Right, because we know the Grand Inquisitor. There is a Grand Inquisitor, because like I said, this is 10 years back, and we know 5 years back in Rebels that there's definitely a Grand Inquisitor that gets into it. So yeah, it's I don't know if that's the same guy, if this guy heals, what happened. Maybe that's why he gets so much skinnier and looks so much different in Rebels, because he got stabbed and couldn't eat right.
Probably that's what it is.
Got stabbed in the gut, lost all that weight. When they found the Jedi, what was he about to say? That Jedi that the Grand Inquisitors came in looking for? Because it looked like he was about to say, "You know, you'll never find," and then it got quiet. What do you think he was saying there? Because to me, it seemed like he was going to say, "You know, you'll never find Ahsoka." What did you guys get out of that?
I thought he said, "You'll never find all of us."
Could be. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. They cut it off and left.
Or maybe it's because I had the subtitles on. I don't know. I'd have to go back and rewatch.
Did you get anything out of that, fandom?
Since the show is titled Obi-Wan, instantly I'm just thinking of they're searching for Obi-Wan, But if it's Ahsoka, then that also I will not be surprised, because she's still like one of the individuals that they have not confirmed death. Because they supposedly think that Yoda is dead because they had his lightsaber and his body was in like quote found. That's like one person that they believe it was killed, and they have like other records saying that this one died and that one died. But in terms of Obi-Wan, he's still like MIA. Ahsoka's MIA, so never know.
And if there's anybody that Vader's going to want hunted down, are the 2 people for sure. It's going to be Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, the 2 people that meant the most to him. So absolutely, I don't know. I think it was definitely one of those.
Y'all think we're going to get a cameo
from Ahsoka? I do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think.
I hope so. I just want to see Rosario. She's sexy.
And it would make a lot more sense for that cameo in this show than it did for the Mandalorian. So yeah, I absolutely think they're going to tie it in with her. I think she might be the crossover for all the shows. She might be the new one for all the
That'd be awesome.
Just like in the Netflix.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
You got that skill everybody wants in there.
Right. She's the glue. She's the glue, man.
Exactly. Night Nurse making her showing. If that's so, how much pain and torture did the galaxy endure just because Vader wanted his Padawan back? Like, if it was Ahsoka they're looking for, I mean, basically these Inquisitors are going like world to world, just messing people up, just looking for her. Like, man, that's kind of ruthless. Go to your face, so.
You can tell from everything that they really are just scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, every time Reva talks, it seems like she's going overboard. So it's like they've been at this for a while, and she's bored out of her skull. And not only that, but she has ambition, and the only ambition to be had is Obi-Wan, and like y'all said, Ahsoka. So I don't think they have any real clue about Ahsoka at all. Obi-Wan is the only one they can focus on. So without anything from that, because look how quick she cut down. I mean, granted, I think the woman should have been cut down because she should have shut the fuck up. She kind of seemed like Karen just sitting there. Look at how quick she cut that lady down when they came into their plan. She's this is such and such place. I got it written down, but I don't feel like looking at the list. This is such and such place. You don't have any jurisdiction. Shoot! There goes your hand, bitch. I told you your hand goes first. What the fuck are you talking for?
Right.
And you know who doesn't have any shut the fuck up. Jurisdiction my ass. Look, the Dora Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves to be, bitch. You gonna shut the hell up and not say shit.
I was saying, you didn't hear any screaming. She learned some get right.
She learned that real quick.
She couldn't yelling, not a squeak.
I'm saying,
she was like, oh my god.
Yeah, so you can tell that they've been doing that everywhere, and they literally are scraping the bottom of the barrel now because they're in the outskirts. Where and the woman was right. She shouldn't have said shit, but she was right. They don't have any jurisdiction there, but that's how far they've been pushed because there's nothing else to be found anywhere else.
Yep. Going galaxy to galaxy. And why is the third sister so encompassed on like hellbent on finding Obi-Wan, fandom?
Two things. One, the very first scene we got, she lost her master. How did Order 66 happen? Because, Anakin Skywalker betrayed the Jedi Order. And who's kind of to blame here? Obi-Wan. Who was Anakin's master? Obi-Wan. So she's just blaming all that pent-up brain frustration over the master. It should be Anakin, which, again, it kind of truly still is. Because, again, now you're really being trained under the one who pretty much, started the whole Order 66 and crap. But also Obi-Wan as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, why get mad at the master when the one who's doing it to you is still there, and you seem so loyal to him? That kind of was weird.
The one you working for.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, that's the one you should be mad at. But I know they got brainwashed, and I mean, they've had her since she was a little girl, so she's totally brainwashed to the dark side.
I don't. You know what? I don't think it's brainwashing, because actually now that fandom said that, I don't think she's brainwashed at all. I think she knows exactly what she's doing, and she's still grieving.
Yeah.
Grief and love will make you do some crazy shit. And right now, she does like y'all said, that shit happened as a kid. That trauma like that will stay with you forever. And again, grief will make you do some crazy shit. So she just doesn't know how to get out of what happened. Her revenge is needlepoint focused on the one person that she blames for it. Like, yeah, okay, Anakin did it, but Obi-Wan was like the G of all Jedis. He should have been there to stop that shit. And where the fuck was he? Gone.
Nowhere to be found.
And now he still ain't doing shit. So yeah, that's why she's so focused on him.
I like how when the Obi-Wan was getting off work, it kind of filmed him like up through that grate, which made it look like he was kind of in a prison, which he kind of is. Like, I thought that was pretty kind of filming the show. Amazing. And who was he stealing that food for, Phantom?
For when I first watched it, I was like, who the hell was he stealing that food for? It's like, does he have Darth Maul locked up somewhere and is feeding him like scraps, keeping him alive? That was my first thought.
That's awesome.
But then after the second rewatch, I'm like, oh, he's actually feeding his pet camel. I think it's in the subtitles they named the creature. I don't know if it's a trivia question.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's an eopie.
It's an eopie, but it's not its name. That's just the creature's. That's the type of creature it is. It's
and Funko already has Obi on top of it already. Funko Pop. I'm just really? Yep.
Oh man, how broken is he to watch that bully boss steal from that old man, then punch him, and just when he had the nerve to question about getting shorted, and Obi-Wan just stood by and did nothing. Oh, that was brutal.
It's like what the Grand Inquisitor said. It's that itch. He wants to do something, but he can't.
See, and that's the thing, though. That's how you know. Even though I think he's discounting himself a lot more than he should, because that little part right there, that just shows how much heart he still has. Because he thought about it. He didn't do it, but he hesitated for a hot second, like, I could murk this motherfucker right now.
It's like second nature.
Nobody would really know. He wouldn't even have to kill him. All he'd have to do is just speak some words and change that dude's mind, and nobody would know a thing, but he didn't, just in case. So that struggle was really good to see.
And speaking of, that little sand town is not that big. So how's he going to ride that beast home every single night without Luke eventually noticing?
That's why he has to feed it.
That's why he has to feed it. Yeah, he's got to make sure it keeps its strength up to get there. But I'm
saying, that little ass town, how there's only 15 little huts out there. How are you not going to notice this man coming out there riding this little camel thing every day from work and not knowing, who he is or what he is?
No one has robbed him yet, too. Oh, my gosh.
But
Yeah,
I
Maybe
don't
because I'm
think
living
he
in
has
like
it.
the ghetto or something. Like I know
I
it's
mean,
like.
but that's the thing. He literally is living in the hood. He don't got shit to rob. He has that one little piece of meat that he steals, and he gives it to the damn camel like pretty much as soon as he gets there. So that's it. He makes enough
Nah.
money, I think, to pay for the garage space where he parks the camel and maybe get whatever food, a little bit of food he might need, and pay for where he lives. That's it. He don't. Who's gonna rob that guy? It's not like he's walking
Tika,
around with big
that's
gobs
who's
of
gonna
money.
rob him. Because remember
Okay,
when
but
one of his
see,
parts was missing?
no. Tika ain't okay, but Tika isn't robbing him. She's stealing his shit. So she knows better.
Right?
Tika knows better though. Tika knows she can't come at him. Y'all are talking about why has nobody robbed him or noticed him. Tika's not going at him. Tika's going at his stuff. She knows better. And nobody else is noticing this dude because there's nothing to be noticed about it. He's completely blended in. That was the point. Hey Cassie, thanks for coming through.
Oh man.
Love the
appreciate
name.
the
That's pretty
support.
much us every stream. Reflective rambling.
Oh really? That's a new one out there.
No. Cassie is not new at all. She has been in throughout the Game of Thrones fandom, following all three of us for a while.
No, I'm talking. I think he's talking about this other one.
What? Oh, hold on. Let me pull the chat back up.
He's got a little troller.
Oh yeah. This is our new bot. Yeah, he's been following us like the past 2-3 weeks. He's been coming in. I mean, we like nakedness, but we don't like it when we're talking about other shit. So, like, can you maybe just message us and like we can schedule a time maybe to sit and chat. We're personable people around here, you know. You don't got to come in and do this troll shit. Just saying.
Yoda said he was going to teach Obi-Wan how to communicate with his old master, but when Obi-Wan woke up from those nightmares, he called out from him and got no answer. So did Yoda not teach him properly how to reach him? Like, what was up with that, Tom?
See, the thing about this is that either two things. One, he did, and it was off screen, or two, it just hasn't happened yet. Because as we see in this episode, like he's still suffering PTSD from what happened at Mustafar. And because of that, it's kind of like he's just distant from the Force. And we kind of see that within episode 2 when he was reaching out for Leia. It was like, he should have instantly have caught her, but it was just that time. And because of that, I'm just like, whoa. So has he even interacted with Qui-Gon yet or not? And until, it seems like either episode, I'm not sure how many episodes going to be in the season. Was it 6 episodes or something? Yeah, I think it's like 6 episodes. I could be, yeah. So either in episode 5 or 6, that's when we're gonna possibly like have that moment of when, okay, boom. Once he's like truly like gone over his PTSD of Vader / Anakin, I think that's when Qui-Gon is then gonna appear.
Not only that, but I think and I didn't notice it until like just a couple seconds ago. I think that may tie into why he hasn't either noticed or put enough stock into keeping tabs on Leia, because he's all about looking after Luke. He's getting him like secret toys and shit, but Leia, the girl, literally gets kidnapped, life in danger, and her parents literally can't trust anybody else, and they go to him and he's like, I ain't really where I used to be 10 years ago. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people, you're senators, a whole bunch of other people you can call. You don't want me. I can't go do it. Bro.
I was pissed when I heard
right
that.
Now?
If it was
Are
like
you fucking
Luke,
shitting me, Obi-Wan?
if it was freaking Luke that got kidnapped.
I'm saying!
Thank God.
He would not have asked not one fucking question. But the little baby girl gets lost and you just willing to chalk her up to the game. Fuck you, Obi-Wan. What the hell are you on right now, man?
Well, remember in the first series, when Star Wars first came out, they're like, when they thought Luke was lost, they're like, that's gone. And Yoda was like, no, there is another.
There's another. Okay, see, Yoda recognized the power. Okay, Yoda recognized the shit. Obi-Wan, you slipping on your pimping. Obi-Wan slipping on your pimping, bro. And I don't appreciate that sexist bullshit. I really don't. I want to punch you in the throat. But let's move on from that.
That's funny. Oh, reflective thinking. I know no Qui-Gon. I think maybe he's blocking himself subconsciously because of his personal shame. Could be. Cause, yeah, I don't know why. Because Yoda said he's going to do it.
Oh, that's a good thought. That's a good thought.
And I'm with you, Christian Olds. Can't wait for the Andor to come out. That's going to be dope. I think that's going to be amazing.
Okay, and wait, hold on. I want to make sure I'm thinking about the right thing. What is Andor?
It's basically the prequel to Rogue One.
Rogue One. Okay. That's right.
Or the one where everybody dies. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
It's like the preview to that. What's up, one you David Adams in the house? I see you out there, brother. Hope all is well.
OTDA.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I'm gonna see Endor though.
What's up? Why not?
Because I didn't like Rogue One.
Oh yeah, it was not. Yeah, it was sad. It was like
Rogue One like one time, and I literally almost like fell asleep watching it. Yeah. Maybe because I knew everyone was going to die, so it was just like little expectations for like a bunch of stuff. And I've only seen it one time, so maybe I have to watch it a second time. So maybe that.
I have that damn movie, and I still haven't watched it. Never seen it.
Is it possible that the Organas found some sort of creative blocker to protect Leia since there are Inquisitors wandering around? That's an interesting take. I love that.
That's a very interesting take, and I think we can expound on that. Good one, Cassie. I like that.
But what's that? I mean, wasn't that kind of creepy? Some old man just sitting out in the desert spying on some young kid through binoculars? Like, is that weird to anybody else?
My gosh.
Just as weird as those bounty hunters looking for Leia. I mean, I
don't know. Some old man just out in the desert.
Look, it's not okay, but that's how shit be working around here, man.
Isn't that like old Star Wars? Like always someone like creeping.
Right, it's always right. It's always somebody creeping on some young person that needs to come through and save the day.
Some old man just sitting there spying through binoculars, watching every step he did, just eating. I was like, man, I don't know. That's just kind of weird to me. This is getting a little off.
Somebody's watching me.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, that's a little creepy, man. Okay. But how heartbreaking was that to like see the other Jedi come through and just beg Ben for his help, only to be brushed off and told like the time of the Jedi is over? I mean, that was a bit of a gut punch.
And the next time we see him, my boy is hanging. Like, bruh. You know what? I understand why Obi said what he did. But at the same time, you could have helped that kid a lot more. But also, bro, you know them motherfuckers are looking for you hardcore right now. Why are you not off the planet already? What's happening?
I think that was the Jedi ship that crashed that the little Jawa was, what's the name?
Oh, yeah, where Tika,
I think that's where Tika got the Jedi.
She said she got some parts and the belt and the cloak and shit, yeah. But either way, he seemed like a clever boy. I mean, and they even gave him some leeway. They literally let him run away. They let you go so they could continue the chase because they know they ain't got shit else to do. Right. You could have you could have done 20 different things to hide yourself and to make them forget about you or just disappear. You're a fucking trained Jedi, okay? You're trained enough to have been gone and secluded this long. So what the hell is wrong with you right now? Again, like they said, Jedis hunt themselves. They can't help but who they are. You needed to be able to pack that shit away and adapt. When you stop being able to adapt, that's basically when you're dead in these type of stories.
Yeah. I mean, on the flip side, you got to figure this place is pretty safe. I mean, it's totally on the outskirts of the galaxy. Kenobi thought it was safe enough to hide Luke out here. So you'd think this guy, I mean, maybe you would want to crash and just stay here because it'd be safe. But yeah, once you see the Inquisitors are there and you got away, you got to get off. You got to get off the planet. It's time to move on.
I mean, not only that, but he gave himself away in front of them. Dude,
well, you could let the bar owner die. Like that's what he was doing this whole time. To save him.
Yeah,
it wasn't a bar owner. It was like a regular.
It was a bartender. It was the bartender. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't even matter though. It doesn't matter.
He can still live.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. That it would have.
We just get a little robot eye like Jedi Moody and just keep going.
He would have been fine. He didn't have that little boy did not have to show his powers at all. He could have just sat there, but he didn't. He put himself in their on their radar. They didn't even know what he looked like, but he did that shit.
Yeah, he outed himself for sure. Like you said, you know, the Jedi hunt themselves. I like that reflective. Maybe that's what Lola's about. Maybe that little thing's got some little mind control thing that's hiding Leia from knowing what she really is, so they can't find her.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That's
see,
clean.
Yeah, see, you know what? Cassie be out here in these YouTube streets mainly because she's an artist and she's very good at her craft. But she be having these low key theories sometimes in these chat rooms, and I be looking like, yo, Cassie, why you don't got a channel though? Like, and she been around. Like I said, she been with all of us since our Game of Thrones days, so she been here for a while. We need to talk, Cassie. That's all I'm saying.
Just say, are we not going to talk about how the bounty hunters were able to break in and steal her, stalked Obi-Wan, but never thought to follow her dad? The bounty hunters were able to break in and steal her. I mean, she basically did that to her. That was her fault. She ran away.
She did that herself.
Yeah, that was on her. And they kind of knew that she was probably a little wild one, always breaking out and running away. So
they were waiting for her.
Yeah,
they didn't have to chase her. They didn't have to chase her at all. They had seen exactly who she was. They've been scouting her for a while because that's what bounty hunters do. And them dudes looked like they were about their craft. So they knew all they had to do was wait. Because this little girl is going to pop off at the mouth. And she's not going to do something that mommy wants her to do at some point in time. And she's going to run back out here to these woods where she feels so secure and safe. And what happened? She ran back out there to them damn woods. However, let's backtrack real quick. That read that she gave her cousin, he deserved that shit. You don't come to me talking that fuck shit, talking about you're not even a real Organa. Look here, motherfucker. I know you are the most fearful little piece of shit on this planet right now. You scared of your pops, okay? See, I'm gonna talk shit because I ain't scared of you or him. You scared. And you think because if you say what he say, then people gonna be scared of you. But don't nobody give a fuck about you, alright? I ain't seen a lot, cousin, but I seen that shit. So miss me with that bullshit and you go fuck the hell off.
Yeah, that was one of the best parts of the film.
And I appreciate everything about she read his ass for filth and I loved it. Mwah! Chef's kiss.
But if he really, like, if Obi-Wan really feels like that the time of the Jedi is over or whatever, then why is he out there watching over Luke and
looking for Luke?
He didn't mean that though. He really didn't mean that.
Son.
Like truly though.
Like,
he just wanted to say something so he can get that guy going. The time of the Jedi was not fully done though.
He got that kid killed, is what he did.
He got himself killed. I'm sorry.
No, and I said it earlier. Yeah, he got himself killed, but Obi-Wan played a part in that. He could have helped him.
But if he did, wouldn't that put Leia and Luke in a lot more trouble and a lot more danger?
Would it?
Luke? No. Leia, no.
He don't know nothing about Leia and Luke. What would he been able to say?
Because if they would have been able to track down Obi-Wan through him and found out, then we can already see Reva can read minds. She's got all that.
Reva was already tracking that though. Reva was already tracking that.
Well, she was tracking the new Jedi, and if that Jedi would have led her out to Obi-Wan, that'd have been a whole new problem.
No, here's the thing, though. If Reva was that good, she would have figured out that freaking Leia was the daughter of Anakin and Padme.
Already.
If she was that good. Because that would have immediately got her favorite with Darth Vader. Like, yo, remember the kids that you thought had died in childbirth? Boom. Because until episode 5, like, you didn't realize that until like later on. He thought that they were dead when Padme died.
See, because they specifically said, I found a connection between the child and Obi-Wan. But she doesn't know exactly what the connection is, just that he's the reason that little girl is where she is.
Well, he knows that him and Bail Organa used to fight in the old.
Yeah, that's like the only connection that she just assumed.
Okay, but that's the only connection, right? If she was really on her shit, like fandom said, it wouldn't even been about Obi-Wan. Leia is a much bigger prize to Darth Vader than Obi-Wan would have been. That's who she would have really been going after, but she just used Leia as a pawn. Again, motherfuckers underestimating Leia. even as a child. Like, what the fuck?
Be easy, reflective, Ramson. Hope you get out there. And what's up, Peter Griffin? Good to see you, brother. What do you think about all things Kenobi? I'm thinking Reva is trying to get close to Vader to kill him. She's been wanting Annie since Order 66.
He was kind of like talking about that too. Like, it's all about.
Wait, what happened?
Going back to Order 66.
Oh, Peter Griffin just thinks that Reva's trying to get close to Vader to kill him. She's been waiting, wanting
that.
Annie.
You know what? If you look at her MO thus far, that's highly possible. She's trying to get to Obi-Wan through Leia. So yeah, try to get to Vader through Obi-Wan. But I don't yet, like you just said, Phantom, I don't think she's gonna make it even near anywhere of that yet. She's gonna get killed before that.
I think she's gonna be Vader's new Padawan and basically want to just do whatever he wants her to do. Like, I think she's gonna.
She's
service to him. Yeah, I think she's bending the knee to him. I think she bent the knee on his mission. I think he's the one that's.
Be careful, because if she's not feeling his orders, just like the second sister, dead.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Very possible.
Oh, but back to Leia. Speaking of Jedi tendencies, like little Leia, she is not the adorable little Omega that is easy to love. Like, this little girl is just already.
Yeah, she's leagues away. I'm sorry.
Man.
And how is she gonna have 3 handmaidens and none of them knew that they were dressing the wrong girl? Like, what was this?
No, they knew.
No,
they knew. They were just doing it.
Yeah, it's just the mom didn't know.
I saw the way they bowed their head, like, "Oh, maybe we messed up. We shouldn't have done this to the mom." Or it was like, "Oh shit, we just got duped too."
You didn't hear what the little girl said? You know, she was smiling because she thought it was a joke. She said she assured us that you thought this was going to be funny.
Yeah, that you'd find this amusing, but she was also like cloaked with her face covered the whole time. So I don't know.
That's for the mom's though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For
it was
the mom, yeah.
You're probably right. But that was just weird the way she's like. The way she looked, and all 3 of them just put their head down. It was probably just like, "Sorry, man."
Because they know they got tricked again. Guaranteed, this is not the first time that little girl has pulled this shit. Yeah. And they probably were told next time, "Look, stop doing this fuck shit, or I'm gonna have you a jam job." And here they go again, getting tricked, and they're like, "Oh fuck."
They're gonna be in the outer rim.
You about to get fired, bitch.
How cold was that when Uncle Owen asked Ben to stay away from Luke, and Ben said he must be trained? Like, oh, like you trained his father? I was just like, oh, that was a deep dive.
Where was the lie though? Where was the lie though?
That was brutal. Too brutally honest.
I'm saying.
And how evil is Reva, the third sister? Just a cold-hearted. Like when she, like you said earlier, when she chopped that woman's hand off, like, and was gonna kill Uncle Owen just because. I was like, man, you are a villain.
I just love the Inquisitors for that. She's like, so that we're gonna first just cut your hand off, so the next time you even reach for anything, you just remember. I'm just like, damn.
Look. Okay, see, the only thing that I saw when that happened, I flashed back to freaking the Chappelle show with Rick James, cold-blooded. You are cold as ice. And look, you're an Inquisitor. Obviously, we've established this. That's what you're supposed to be. But again, like I said earlier, Karen should just shut the fuck up. I don't give a damn if you in the Outer Rim. These are the fucking Inquisitors. They don't answer to no damn body except the motherfucker that's oppressing the whole universe. Shut the hell up. I don't care what your feelings are. I don't care if you think somebody belongs there or not, Karen. If you talk, you're lucky she only cut your damn hand off, okay? Yep. Because she could have swiped your neck, all right? So you shut the hell up.
On it and just taking your whole tongue, that'd been ruthless.
Easily.
Oh. Yep, and you're right, Peter Griffin. The Grand Inquisitor must have 2 stomachs. We were talking about that earlier because we know he's the rebel.
Okay, wait. See, I don't know the deep Star Wars lore. Do y'all think he survived that then?
Well,
yeah, we know he survived.
We were talking about earlier because.
Okay, cool.
So, but that's why I was talking about the whole thing. Like, is that the same Grand Inquisitor, or does he die and somebody else steps into the Grand Inquisitor's?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, so now most likely, no one replaces him then.
So yeah, this is. I think this is the fandom where y'all. This is the fandom where y'all have more knowledge than I do. So yeah, I have questions.
Either Reva doesn't know, or she just did that just to like stop him for a bit to continue her hunt.
Well, no, because Owen said, like Peter Griffin says, Owen must be strong in the Force not to let Reva read his mind. Reva did read his mind. She said, "You have somebody," and then he made up on that whole story. And she's like, "Oh, you might be hiding somebody." So I don't think it was just some random person she picked out. I think she did kind of read his mind and know he knew something.
She read enough to know to try to threaten him, but
he was
not
just
enough to know that Obi was right there and she could have had him right then. Oh, that's a very good thought. Yes, very good point.
He was just having a conversation with Obi about Luke, so it's like it's still like fresh in his mind. So.
And you know what? And that fits into like that makes my brain go all the way back to what? Damn it! I don't remember the actual name of the movie, but in the trailer, I'm pretty sure it was Kylo that did the voiceover was saying like the Force is strong in my family. So even his uncle had it, but it's just such a small rudimentary level that it didn't really mean that much, but he was able to utilize it when he needed to in dire times, and that was a dire time that he needed to put that block in, and he could. So yeah.
Oh, hold up! Owen ain't really a blood relative of Anakin. Hold up.
No, he's not.
No. He's stepdaddy.
It's it's Aunt Prue, isn't it? Isn't Aunt Prue the mom? Is it through Aunt Prue or is it through Owen that they're? Because I
don't know the blood. I don't know the bloodlines. I don't know the bloodlines.
Because Anakin's mom like remarried, and then the other guy had like I think he had a son or a daughter, and then they got married.
So Owen, there's another one. So Owen is
he is the uncle, but he's not blood.
Huh,
okay.
Well, shit. Okay, well, damn. I thought
he's pretty much like he's a stepbrother. He's like a stepbrother. So in reality, he's kind of like he's still an uncle, but he's not by blood though.
Interesting.
Well, hell, okay. Well, maybe he just got some cool ass.
Plus, Anakin's a test baby too, so that's
maybe he's just got some really crazy willpower, and he was able to block that shit.
That brother.
Interesting.
Somebody in the family taught him how to not think about something else when you get around an Inquisitor. She did have a point though when she said just like, why protect the Jedi? They would not be the same for you, because we've already seen Ben turn down helping others twice already. So she's kind of on
Owen. She didn't have to say that shit to Owen though. Owen don't give a fuck about a Jedi. He'll do some shit to protect Obi-Wan just because it's Obi-Wan. But the rest of them, I fully believe what he said. Nah, Jedi are vermin to me.
He said I didn't do it for you. So, I mean, it wasn't even to protect Obi-Wan. He was doing that shit to keep Luke safe.
Jedi are vermin to me, and I kill vermin on my farm. So, nah, you're not going to appeal to his sensibilities towards Jedi like that.
And Reva wasn't really talking to Owen when she was saying that. She was talking to the whole city.
True enough.
Why are you guys trying to protect the Jedi? They wouldn't do it for you, and she's right.
Now, quick question, because it's been a minute since I've seen episode 4. Did Owen seem okay around Ben in episode 4 or no?
Yeah, we didn't see him really argue too much. I don't even really seeing the two communicate that much together in episode 4.
Because if they communicated, then maybe in this season we might get like an interaction where something could happen to Luke, and maybe Obi does save him. If not, who knows? But I gotta rewatch episode 4.
Yeah, I don't think those two actually ever had a scene together.
I would like to get you guys' opinion on something though, because to what Obi said to Leia when she said, you remind me of someone, and he was absolutely talking about Padme. When I was watching, I think he was. And when he was watching Luke like run away from work and go playing with, acting like he was in a pod race or in space or something, that seemed like he was acting like the younger, more innocent Anakin that we had. So these kids are very reminiscent of their parents already. And if you look at where they ended up in life, that holds true to form. And I think they're setting it up very well with what we've gotten so far.
Could be. That party was definitely my favorite Leia scene, like you were talking about earlier. The way she called out her cousin real quick. Like, we see how intelligent she is. So I love how smart she is, but man, just so annoying. Like, just listen to her.
She is, like, bro, every time you don't listen to something important you are told, you end up getting fucked up. First you got kidnapped, and then you ran from the person that came to rescue you, and you almost died. Like,
a couple times. Like, there's no listening. She's just a spoiled little brat. Like, what happens every time you don't listen?
And you still asking questions, little girl.
Yeah, she gets a guardian killed for no reason. She gets kidnapped. Like, she's just shameful.
Like, I know who you are going to grow up to be, but I need you to calm the fuck down right now.
Too much, way too much. And Bail Organa has to put out the SOS out to Obi Wun, but he just gets brushed off. Ben says, "I am not the man I used to be." Like, oh, this guy's just broken soul.
Like, bro, get your shit together, okay? You willing to do all this fuck shit for Luke? Again, like I was saying, but you ain't trying to go hard for Leia. Hello, they're twins, bro. Yep. Twins.
And then he gets it even worse when he walks through town and sees the young Jedi that he turned away has been hung. So it's like, I don't know, is that really on him, Phantom? We're talking about it. Is that Ben's fault? Is that Kenobi's fault?
That's not on Ben's fault. That's on freaking Nari's fault. He could have left. He could have just not, like, flinched when that Dag was heading towards that bartender. That was on him. If it was me, I would have done nothing.
It almost seemed like Obi-Wan was like who that Jedi was looking for. Like, we need to bond back up and get the Jedi form back up and get this thing going again. And Obi-Wan just wasn't having none of that.
He pretty much said that. He said, I thought I saw you in town the other day, but I wasn't sure. So he had to follow Obi-Wan. So he knew that he had to go after that close call where they let him get away. He had to go find out for sure if that actually was Obi-Wan, and he made sure that it was. And he thought he could get the revolution started again, but surprise, no, kid, you are reading the world incorrectly. I guarantee you are the only one in hiding that is thinking you can start the revolution again and y'all could win. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, he's kind of like, you need to figure it out. Like, this ain't what it used to be. And once he returns home, his like ADT home security system alerts him that somebody was already there. And who else? Of course, it's Bail Organa. He's come to say that he is not taking no for an answer. It's like, dude, they got my little girl. You need to get up off your ass. Like,
can you blame the man? If it was your daughter, what would you do?
But what nonsense was he spewing, talking about for her, one last fight? Like, there's still 1,000,001 more battles to go. What are you talking about, one last fight, person? Like, he is just one. He's got, like, tunnel vision
DJ,
right now. Baby girl
see, this is how I know you don't have kids yet. That is your baby girl. And granted, again, most folks know I don't have kids, but I have grown up raising children since I was a teenager. Okay? If that's your boo, your baby, no, you are going to go to the ends of the earth to do whatever needs to be done. And if this is the one man that can go and get that girl back home safe to you, you will go and make whatever appeasements and appeals you need to get her home safe.
If your prize whiskey was stolen, DJ, you would go.
Let's put it into terms that the Giants will understand. Let's put it into terms the Giant will understand. If your prize whiskey was stolen tonight, and it was AK, and it was First Sister AK and the realest Fandom D Saint that can go and get that bottle back with no chips, no cracks, it not being open, no spills, you absolutely would make every concession that needed to be made, and we would go out on a journey. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That was his baby boo. All right, they couldn't have children for whatever reason. They adopted this little girl. They love this little girl with all of her ridiculousness. Both of them love her wholeheartedly, and they want her home. They want her safe. Of course, they're going to go to the Jedi that is in hiding, because that really is the only person they can trust. They can't send their people after her. Those people can easily be bought off. Like the little boy said, you're not even a real Organa. Those folks could easily be bought off, or some coup could happen because the heir to the throne is now gone. So of course, they're going to do and say whatever they need to Obi-Wan to get his ass in gear. And it worked. It worked. And that's all that matters.
Peter Griffin says, I hope Nari wasn't one of those kids at training at the beginning of the episode 1 with young Reba.
I think he was.
I kind of wish he was, and then so it would have been
I
good.
think both him and Reva were. I think both him and Reva were.
It would have been weird for him not to say, wait, Reva. So it's like...
Yeah.
Why?
He wasn't really talking to him. He was trying to get out. He wasn't really trying to
He was trying to run. Yeah, he didn't have time for that. He was trying to run.
But then on the flip side, why is she so much better? I mean, did she just keep getting trained by Vader, and now that's why she's so much stronger and better? Or why wouldn't he be able to hold it?
Yes.
That could have been like one of the tests. Like, she would have
That's
to, like...
exactly it.
Like, have to kill the others or something.
Yeah, and she was ready to kill him. If the Inquisitor hadn't stopped her, he would have been dead right there.
Oh, yeah. And then back out to Leia's little pet droid, like, it had no survival skills. Just sat there floating, waiting to be snatched up, and then got smashed on the floor. I was like, shout out to Flea holding it down as a true villain. I was loving that. You guys know that was Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yo, wait, is that who that was?
Yeah.
I was looking at his face the whole time like, I know who this motherfucker is. Where do I know this damn face? Why is he so familiar? That was fucking Flea. You're not bullshitting
me. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What the hell? What the hell? Flea was like my #1 guitar player in the 90s, man. I love that dude.
Killing it. Love the Chili Peppers. So yeah, that was awesome.
He was. Hell yeah. Still love the Chili Peppers. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah. I like the contrast to Leia saying, my father will send a whole army, and then with Flea like right behind her replying, no one is coming for you.
No one's coming
for you.
Then
we pan out to see the one man crossing the desert. I was like, oh, someone's coming all right. You better know.
See, you know what? That speaks to really a little bit of what her cousin was saying, though. She doesn't have all the information that she needs to have. She's 10 right now, and she looks like she should be younger than 10 because she's tiny. But if they're really trying to train her for the Senate, they need to be speaking to her on a more realer level. She is clever and smart and intelligent enough to be able to grasp on to anything they might need to tell her right now. And I think if this experience teaches them anything, it's you can't keep this girl in the dark anymore. You need to let her know exactly what's up. Let her know.
Big man, letting people know. She'd probably spill the beans and tell people who she was. I think they had to keep it a secret from her because this little girl can't keep her mouth shut or listen to anybody.
But this is where you start her training to correct that, though, is what I'm saying. You need to try to start getting her in gear since this experience has happened, and we see she don't learn easy. So you have to smack her over the head a few times. This man came to save you and get you away from the motherfuckers that you know were going to kill you.
So annoying.
But here you go. Are you even a real Jedi? Did my dad really send you? Where's the army? Little girl. Yeah. If you don't shut the fuck up and let this man take you home.
Like you said in the first place, would you rather stay here? You want to stay in this little cage they got you in?
Exactly.
You have to come with me. So that was annoying. But yeah, we get to see Obi Wun just travel out to the middle of the desert, just like he told that other Jedi to do. But instead of dropping off his lightsaber, he's there to dig it up, and yet he's out for another quest. And that was pretty dope. Like when the ticket agent said, "Well, you coming or not?"
Are you coming?
Back his little cloak, and we see that he's once again sporting the old faithful. I was like, "Oh hell yeah, the Jedi is reunited with his weapon of choice."
I call low-key bullshit on that though. Are you really pulling the money out your pocket and so casually just letting your lightsaber be seen, though, Obi-Wan?
Oh, that was in the back. That was just for us to see because we were filming from the back. Like, oh, yeah, I'm back, boys. And we're like, yeah, let's get it. That was very sweet. That was one of the better parts of the show for me. I was like, finally, pull your head out of your ass. Let's go. We need some Obi-Wan. This was back. But yeah, all in all, it was pretty dope. What do you think of the first episode of Phantom?
I loved it. 9.9 out of 10.
Shit.
You would have got that one if it wasn't for the Funko here, and there, trying to like say, oh yeah, this is gonna be a Funko, that's gonna be a Funko. That Leia, kid Leia with Lola, best believe that's gonna be a Funko. I'm like, oh my gosh, with the whole 56-minute lies. That was like a 44 minutes.
Oh, fantastic. And now we're going to do a couple trivia questions real quick, see if anybody remembers anything from the show. If you know these answers, write them in the comment section. If you're watching later, put them in the thing down below. How many years has it been since Obi-Wan's been in hiding?
10.
Absolutely. The Jawa said he could smell Obi-Wan all the way from where?
Motherfucker, I knew I should have wrote that down.
Wait a minute. What was that, Phantom?
It was an Anarcad or something like that?
Anchorhead, absolutely.
There we go.
Go ahead, Phantom. Good job.
And then we already know you got this one. What was the Jawa's name that was selling stuff?
Tika.
Oh, Tika.
And who did Leia say the Aquilian Ranger was probably scouting for?
For pirates?
Some pirates.
Mercen
pirates.
Wait,
hold on. No, not Martian. Mercen. Yeah.
Mercen pirates.
Mercen pirates.
What is Layla's little Robo's friend's name?
Lola.
And what did Leia say she'd rather do than apologize to her cousin?
Get eaten by a jackal beast.
Oh, shit, look at him go. He said, I was ready for you tonight. Oh, last but not least, where did the kidnappers take Leia?
To, damn it, hold on.
Daiyu.
Oh,
Daiyu.
Look at him go, 100%.
Yep.
I got you. I'll ace this shit. Ain't nothing on me. I guess you really did like this show. 9 out of 9, 9.9. Love it. What's up? Jake Cruz finally making it to the chat. What's up, brother?
Hey, yo. This is like the one episode Jake has been late on, man.
Really? What do you think about Kenobi so far, Jake? You liking it? You loving it? You like it as much as fandom? I thought, to me, personally, I thought the first episode was a little slow. It had a couple, like, dry points where I was like, man.
For me, it was the opposite. It was like episode 2.
Yo, Jake said we got to start over.
Rewinded an hour, start over. I was late. Oh man,
you didn't get the notice. I put it on the Twitters, man.
Yep. I got you in the. Oh yeah, I guess that was a while ago. Got you in the messages. Yeah, Hangouts. Check your Hangouts. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna bust right into Obi-Wan Season 1, Episode 2, Part 2. And I like the irony of the opening in Daiyu, like on Tamira, when we got Tamira Morrison playing a retired war vet begging for a handout from Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Like just the scope of that is so amazing. Like how they used to fight. Like this specific trooper might have been somebody who was like side by side in Obi-Wan. Like they might have fought the same battle, umpteen years ago. And then Order 66 comes, and all the clone troopers turned on the Jedi, and yet Obi-Wan still feels sorry for him and gives him a handout. Like, I don't know, that whole thing was kind of dope to me. What do you think, Brandon?
And part of me was like, is that Rex for a second? But then I'm like, nah, that can't be Rex.
It was one of them, absolutely, because that was Tommy Morrison or Tamira Morrison. So yeah, that was kind of a trip. And he looks weird with hair. Like he didn't look like Boba Fett. That was crazy.
It seemed like Obi-Wan recognized him, but he didn't recognize Obi-Wan.
Well, of course Obi-Wan recognized him because they all look the same. That was crazy.
I don't know if that was a joke or not.
What's that?
I thought that was a joke or not, even though it's true.
Yeah, no, that was wild. So yeah, that whole, I don't know. I like the way they chimed in on that and showed.
Actually, he probably could have, because the way how Yoda was like in terms of the clones, like granted you all are clones, but in terms of the Force, we all have like different faces. So for all we know, he does recognize who he is.
Well, all the clones look identical, right? I mean, they're not identical. Some shaved, some have marks, whatever. But for the most part, they're all made off the same person. They're all clones from the same person.
Physically, yes, is what he's saying. But they can. I think Jedis can see like the supernatural form. I guess maybe would be the right word.
Yeah, like their personality or their whatever.
Whatever phantasma or whatever is. They can see their inner selves.
I don't know. It almost seemed like an outside dig. Like, yeah, my show was a mess, and yours is guaranteed to break records. So, can you share some of the wealth? That's kind of what I got out of it. Boba Fett
you go too far, sir.
I'm telling you, that's what I got out of it.
And it's kind of weird how we saw him homeless. I'm like, why didn't everyone else just transition?
Yeah.
Like, that's just weird.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
That was kind of wild.
Even though I know some of them didn't like go into like Order 66.
Right. Yeah, because he might have been part of the Bad Batch. Who knows? The little boy sees Ben asking around for help, and he says he knows a Jedi. And of course, Ben has to check it out. All the real Jedi are extinct. That was a pretty smooth setup old boy had queued up. Like, nice little magic act he was pulling off on people. That was pretty sweet.
The moment I saw that actor, I'm like, okay, obviously this is a hoax. instantly.
Oh, but Haji tells Ben he'll help him locate the girl, and he actually does. So he was a man of his word, helping him hook up. So that was nice. So it shows that he might not be completely evil. But I must admit, for not being the man that he used to be, he was throwing them hands kind of nice. Like Ben handled those two villains when he went looking for Leia.
A little bit.
2-on-1, he was doing his thing. And why did Ben fall for that obvious trap though that the kidnappers laid out?
I was wondering the same thing.
It's like,
was it though?
Maybe he wanted to because he knew that wasn't Leia, and he was still trying to get to the new Leia. Because when they came in and all had him, like he was a hot knife through butter, getting right back out of there.
Well, if he was gonna get trapped, he already had another way out because of the
spice.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
So
I mean, did he know he was?
Did, purpose.
Did he know he was gonna get that spice from that little girl though? Come on now, that's a bit of a stretch.
Or did he grab it when he went back in there when he was running through there? Did he just grab some more? Maybe he'd thrown that spice away and grabbed some more when he was in there.
Well, no, she gave him one for free. She gave him.
No, I know he had that, but he might have thrown that away because remember, then he was walking through there and he was with the math, and they're like, "What are you doing back here?" He's like, "Oh, I got lost." So he had just walked through the spice. He could have just walked. He could have grabbed some more right there. Because remember, that's how he got in. He set that bomb off in the water, and then when the guards came to look at it, he pickpocketed that guard and got the thing to get through the next door.
Yeah.
I was right there.
And also, why was he so sloppy pickpocketing? Because I don't understand. I don't understand how that guard didn't see or feel that happening.
Well, they had to show it enough for the audience to realize, so the audience could realize what he was doing. I think is why he was doing that.
I guess.
If it was smooth, and we might have missed it.
Oh,
but yeah, I like Leia trying to fight her way out. Like that made me happy when she was trying to get it. But she needs to be quite not so full of herself. Like I said, when she's out there talking about, but where's the army? Like, you are a little girl. Be happy somebody's going to save you and get gone. Where's the army? He's the army. Let's go.
Right, exactly. He is the damn army. What's wrong with you?
Oh, man. And you just knew when that Grand Inquisitor told Third Sister to stand down, she wasn't trying to hear it. Like, seems like she's been running her own agenda from Jump Street. It's like, how did the Grand Inquisitor not realize that she's off on her own plan already?
I agree.
But how dope was that Jurassic Park Hitman? I was like, where did this come from? Oh, he looked
like what? He looked like a freaking Balser's little brother from Mario Land. Like, wait, hold on, here come a new job. Let me put this huge ass rib, whatever the hell he was eating down, and he grabbed his gun, and went right to work.
Bounced instantly, like, oh, got a job. Like, grabbed his gun and was out.
He was about that business.
I was mad he got killed. I like that character.
Right, yeah, I wanted to see more from him.
Oh, he was awesome. And when Leia was like, if you're a Jedi, make me float. I want to float. I'd have been like, if you don't bring your little ass on, little girl, I'd have
look, you know who else likes to make motherfuckers float? Okay? Pennywise could be making your ass float. Can you calm the fuck down, little girl? And just let this man get you home, please, okay? Oh. He over here trying to put them in disguises, and her ass want to accessorize with gloves and shit. Exactly. You don't need them gloves. And she just looks at him like, you are a baby Karen in the making, and I do not appreciate this shit, Leah. Okay? Get your shit together. I like you, little girl, alright? You got smarts, but get your shit together.
It's like, Leia, just listen to simple orders and stay put. And so,
oh my God.
If she has to see something she doesn't even understand and then gets herself in even more trouble. Like, come on.
Bro.
And how ridiculous was that? When she ran right by Ben, I think Phantom alluded to this earlier, like, when she ran right by Ben, just reach out and grab her little ass. Like, how are you just going to let her run away like that?
How was she getting away from all these adults that can run faster than her little short ass?
Exactly. Oh, you saw.
Come on now.
I was like, and we saw her dip under some things and around some things, but still, like that one time, she literally ran right by Ben, and he let her go. I was like,
all he had to do was put his arm out and grab her by the cloak,
reach out and snatch her up. I was like, come on. And when Leia was hanging from that wire, it's like, why did it take him so long for her to use the Force, Phantom? Like, when she was hanging there, why'd she have to fall before he used the Force? Why didn't he just bring her up, like, to the rooftop?
No, he's disconnected from the Force. That's like my only reasoning why.
So it basically took that traumatic situation for him to snap out of it and be able to reconnect with the Force?
Yep.
Yep.
That makes sense. It looks like Haja is almost as much of a hero as he plays on TV because he actually came through for Obi-Wan in the end. I was like, damn, Haja, what do you think? You did save him. Kinda. Like, gave him some more time anyway. Except for actually, he ended up being the one that gave up the ghost where he was going, so that was kind of dumb.
But before that moment, I was like, is he really helping him or is he really handing him over to Reva?
Yeah, I kept it.
I thought so too. But, you know, the more I see that actor in things, the more I love him. He's the perfect little bit of slapstick that needs to come in sometimes with a joke or just some other outlook on things, and he fits in perfectly. I really liked his role here.
Oh snap, I didn't even see. What's up? We got the legend himself, JD the Dragon, out there in the chat. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you.
How you didn't see my twin in there? Come on now.
Oh man, yeah, I haven't been back to the chat. It's like, what's up, my man? I hope you're like in the Obi-Wan Kenobi. But the gall, that little girl, like trying to take the lead, like once he finally did get her, and then she's talking about like, is it that hard to believe you might have friends? And then talking about, since I've met you, I've been chased, shot at, almost fell to my death. And I'm like, yeah, in every one of those situations is your fault, you little shit.
Motherfuck, dude. Look, I always say my neighbors hate when I'm watching TV shows because the amount of yelling that I did at that part, little girl.
Too much.
Don't get it fucking twisted. This shit ain't his fault. Okay? If your ass would have listened to your daddy and apologized, or I know you didn't want to apologize. I don't think you should have needed to apologize, but this is politics, okay? Sometimes you gotta do that shit. If you would have did that instead of running off to the fucking woods, you wouldn't be here right now. And if you wouldn't have did all the fuck shit and ran away from Ben, then you wouldn't be hanging off the damn rooftop and almost falling to your death. You wouldn't be here for these motherfuckers to be trying to snatch you up and kill you, okay? Great, you figured out you're the reason that I'm here. Okay, cool, but you're also the reason that you're there. Shut the fuck up. Let this man do what he do, okay? Cut this nonsense out right now. Right now. Like, I understand why I've seen so much of people hating on her character, but still, this is Leia. She is totally playing the fucking part, okay? So this is par for the course. This is exactly who I believe Leia would have been as a child.
Yep, like Jake says, Leia stubborn, say it ain't so. We already know
exactly. This little girl is doing.
She was the same way when Luke and Han Solo saved her in the first one. So yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. This little girl is doing the damn thing. I think the fans need to calm the fuck down and stop being on the bullshit. I think Quinn actually, Quinn Howard, Ideas Vice Fire, if y'all didn't know, on Twitter, he said it best. Star Wars is literally like the only fandom where all of the fans are mad when they get new material. There's always some shit, some riot that happens because they're picking apart all the new content. Well, what the fuck do you assholes want? Okay?
I don't even know what
especially when the shit is so accurate. This little girl is exactly who Leia would be as a child. Calm your shit.
When you were saying earlier, you said when Kenobi said Leia reminded him of someone, you thought he was referring to, you think that's 100% Padme he was talking about?
Yes. Absolutely.
I mean, well, you probably don't even know, but like if you go back into like Rebels and the Clone Wars, I almost thought he might have been talking about Satine when he was doing that. The love of his life, who was she was the leader of the new Mandalorian. And basically, those two.
Well, I thought Padme. Well, what's the connection between that person and Leia?
Because he stopped and was staring at her because Satine was the same way. She was the leader of the Mandalorian, so you already know she's a badass, and she wasn't a Mandalore. So basically, she never listened to Obi-Wan either. He got in one of the Clone Wars, or was it Rebels? But one of them, he was sent out to protect her, and she wouldn't listen to anything he said either. He's trying to do the same thing he's doing with Leia, trying to keep her safe and protect her. And she's like, I got shit to do. I ain't got time for this. And she wouldn't listen to him either. So it almost felt to me like he was talking about her when she said that. And he's like, I knew somebody like, you remind me of someone. She was stubborn and hard-headed too. And he's like, oh, what was he? And he's like, she was a leader. So it could have been Padma, but the way he was saying it almost made it seem like it was more Satine he was talking about.
I mean, it could have been, but Leia would not have had any real. Well, I mean, in that time frame, at that point in time, Leia wouldn't really have had any connection to that other person.
Well, Leia wouldn't have had any connection other than actually being the daughter to Padme either. She didn't know anything about her.
Exactly. So she didn't have to know anything about her though. Obi-Wan knew about her. Is what I'm saying. That would be the main connection, because this is all about family. When you look at the whole story in Star Wars, it's all about these familial connections. So if he says you remind me of someone who was also a leader, it just makes more sense to me that it would be Padme over anybody else.
But was she? I mean, she was a representative and a senator. Like Satine was the actual leader of that planet.
She was a queen before that, though.
Padma?
Padma,
yeah. I thought she was a princess. She was an actual queen. Oh, I guess maybe she did turn into queen once apparently. Yeah, I don't remember. But I don't know. Just the way that whole scene went out. What do you think, fandom? Who do you think she was talking about there?
Padme.
You think it was Padme? I mean, more people.
I'm only saying that mainly because I haven't got to that part in Clone Wars that you're referring to.
Right.
And to the understanding of Padme with a hint of like Anakin.
Maybe. I mean, it is her mom or whatever, so I mean, that could be. But I don't know. I just thought the way you said she was a leader and she was hard-headed and stubborn, it just seemed like he was talking about Satine. But for most people in the fandom, it probably is Padme that they go to, the mom. Probably right. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was Satine.
The diehards like you that's seen everything. Right. Yeah. Us who haven't seen Clone Wars, we're getting a leaning towards Padme.
Exactly. I'm sure they're going to clean that up a little bit. But were you shocked at all when Reva ran that Grand Inquisitor through fandom?
Yeah, I was like, hold up, ain't this guy sucker still supposed to be in like Rebels? Why the hell he just got ran through right here? That or this is gonna like put him in some type of healing pod or whatever, just like Anakin did right now. Yeah, he's just gonna heal up, and but now hearing what Peter Griffin said in the chat, he probably is gonna heal up, and then all this. If she knew that he had two stomachs, then she was doing that just to stall him, just to continue the hunt. If she didn't know that, that's going to get sent back, definitely.
Yep, Jake, I think you're absolutely right. The audience is more familiar with Padme, so that probably is who they were talking about, and the fact that it's Leia's mom. But I don't know, it just felt like a Satine movie to me. Oh, how messed up is Obi-Wan going to be, like, finding out now that Anakin is still alive? Like, is it going to mess him up even more, or is that going to be the thing that brings him out of his funk, knowing that he didn't actually kill him, AK?
I think that's probably what's going to help bring him back out. That's what's going to help him, try to get... I don't know how much further he's going to come out, but he's, I think, definitely going to at least start making small moves, but still make sure that he's protected so he can continue to make those small moves.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a mind warp. Yeah, you think you basically killed your Padawan, and then all of a sudden you find out that he's alive somewhere. Like, that would be that'd be a mind warp. Will Reva make it through to the end of this season, or is she going to get killed off, fandom?
No, at least until like the end, like before. No, because no, she's gonna make it to the end. I think she's gonna make it to the end.
She's gonna make it through. You think she'll be in season 2?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I'll be surprised if we even get a season 2, honestly. Like, this story can literally wrap up in just one season. It does not really need a season 2.
That's true. What are we waiting for on episode 3, AK? What's going to happen? What do we need to see?
Oof, shit, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not as deep in the Star Wars lore as you guys, but coming up here, I think the one thing we'll need to see is Leia actually getting back home with her parents. Outside of that, if y'all are correct and the Inquisitor guy actually survives, there needs to be some repercussions happening, or at the very least we see the beginning steps of those repercussions coming to fruition for where Reva is concerned. Because you can't just kill your boss and live his body sitting there when he can easily come back to life and survive that hit.
That ain't nothing but a Baptist tank. Throw him in the tank,
exactly.
It'll be all right. And if it can bring Vader back, it can bring anybody back. So yeah, just throw him in the Baptist tank. It'll be all right. So that's insane. We're gonna have to
Hold up, it just dawned on me that if Obi-Wan like literally just learned that freaking Anakin is Darth Vader, Ahsoka, she didn't learn until even like years later from this moment. So if Obi and Ahsoka were in contact during this time, he didn't even tell her about Darth Vader being Anakin.
Well, I don't think he knew that Anakin
He already
was
knew,
Vader.
didn't he?
They never said anything about him being Vader. She just said Anakin is alive. She's like, oh yeah, Obi-Wan, you didn't know? Anakin is alive. She never said nothing about a Darth Vader.
Okay, all right then.
So he might not even realize that he's been dubbed.
I thought she did. Oh well.
No, she just said Anakin's still alive.
All right, see you, JD. Thanks for coming through, bruv.
Latest.
Be easy, brother. I'll see you soon.
Well, no, she said that Vader was looking for them, and then she said, "Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, Anakin Skywalker is alive, or something or other." So I don't know. I'd have to go back. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch it again. But I feel like he's made the connection now because of what she said.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to go back and listen to that because I thought she just said Anakin, and that's why he was really tripping. Like he didn't even know about a Vader. But it could be, and I mean, if he did get saved, he probably could put two and two together and realize that the only way he made it through this was from the dark side using the evil forces or whatever. So,
yeah.
You never know. But we're going to find out. Can't wait to check out episode 3 and see where they take it from here. But right now we got a little bit of trivia, just 5 quick questions. If you know these answers, put them in the comment section down below. And if you're watching later, put it down, you know where. Question number 1. What planet did the fake Jedi send the mother and son to for safety? Where'd Haja send that mother and son to?
Las Vegas, I don't know.
Wasn't it Tatooine?
No, it was not. Oh, if you know that answer, write in the comment section down below. Keep it moving. What gate were they supposed to go through when they get out of there?
3C.
Watergate.
Watergate.
They're Watergate now. Gate 3C.
Absolutely. Gate 3C, you are correct. What city did Kenobi land in at the beginning of the episode?
New York City.
You know this one. You already said it. What city did Kenobi land in?
Dayu.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought that was the name of the planet.
Yeah. No, I think it was the city. I think Dayu's the city they were in.
Yeah. Pretty sure it was the city.
Yeah, I think so. What was the fake Jedi's name? I just said it.
Haja.
You know his last name?
Did they say his last name?
He said it himself when he faced Reva. He says, I am a Jedi. I am Haja. And then said his last name.
Okay. Yeah, don't remember that.
You know that one? Put it down below. And last but not least, what did the Grand Inquisitor call Third Sister?
What did he call her?
What did the Grand Inquisitor call Third Sister? What did he say she was?
Besides her name, what? Ambitious?
Not quite. He called her. He said something. He said, "You are." She even asked. She's like, "What am I?" And he answered.
Oh, what is it? What's the shit? Damn it! Hold on. We fucking talked about it for the last episode. Shit.
Yes, indeed.
What is that? Like there's some stench. There's like she's like the bottom of the barrel scum of the earth.
Oh, you're getting there.
Stench something or other. Something to do with the word stench. Damn it.
Oh, no, you can't get that.
Yeah, you say you can't erase that stench off.
But he called her something.
You are the least of us.
Ah, there it is. He called her the least. What am I? You are the least of us. Bingo. Knocked him out. Look at you, 100% today. Well done. Knocking out the trivia like it's an easy thing to do. Oh, but that's going to do it. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I thought it started out a little bit slow, but I'm very intrigued to see where it takes us and see how they wrap the series up and where it goes. Because, yeah, it's wide open right now. I'm loving it. We got Kenobi back on track. He's got a lightsaber back. And, yeah, I'm ready to see some action.
Possible Ahsoka coming through. I'm rooting for it.
Definitely going to see an Ahsoka appearance, I think. Absolutely. He said gutter trash, sewer rat. Maydime. Oh, that's amazing. So, yeah, that's going to do it for us. I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. And until we see you next Tuesday, be easy.